Hey everyone, this is Shai with you from VTrender, and I'm with you for a short video to talk to you about the Nifty futures as we near the end of May series, to present to you what the market profile charts are saying right now, and what is the expectancy in terms of what the Nifty would be doing over the next 1 to 2 or even 3 weeks from now. Okay, so let's begin. Yesterday I did a small post, and basically I'm a weekly time frame trader, and I like to look at the auction on the weekend in terms of where it is placed on the weekly time scale. Okay, so this is the post I did yesterday, and this was about what was the expectancy for the Nifty for the coming week, and this is yeah, this is okay what was put out on the blog, and the chart is here. I'll show that chart up in a minute. The Bank Nifty. So there was a small outlook along with the chart about what we expected the Nifty to do for the coming week, which is actually a settlement week. So this was the chart which I put out yesterday. Okay, and this is where we closed. Then yesterday's on Friday, our close was this point over here, right? So it's 10612 close we had on Friday, which is a very interesting close because the previous week, which was a downtrending profile, we had closed at that point, and as you can see from these asterisks over here, we've had a number of closes at this point. So the market closed at a very interesting point, but there's a small story behind this this close, and give a few points here and there. There is a lot, okay, which can happen based on the auction at this particular point. Okay, now what I generally do is when I'm looking at a weekly time frame chart, I would first have a look at the time frame above it, which is the monthly, and then of course we have to look at it as a daily profile chart. Now this is part of my process. Even if I'm a weekly time frame trader, you like to look one time frame above the monthly, and you like to look one time frame down, which is the daily. Yeah, so before we go into where we close, let's see why this particular point where we closed is an interesting point. So here I have a market profile chart of the monthly time frame. Okay, and you can see here, this is where we were as of Friday close, near 10605. The asterisk would be the closings. Okay, now what happened in this last week? The Nifty opened up around this point, okay, and it dipped to this point, which was around 10418, which is actually the VWAP of the month of April. Okay, if you can look at this profile of April over here, April was an uptrending profile. It started from the POC of March. Okay, this is where it opened the series from the POC of March. Looked okay for confirm. This is where it had closed the March series. It didn't stay even a few points below that March month close, and it trended higher and closed at the highest point, which was this asterisk over here. It's somewhere around 10740 is where the close was of April series. In doing so, it generated a VWAP, which is a volume weighted average price of the month, which is 10417. Okay, now at VTrender, we are traders of market generated information. Okay, and value areas, VWAP is a basic necessity of trading with market profile. These are just two of those things, okay, which we look at, but we do not function beyond them, okay, without them. Okay, the reason is very simple, because we are believers not just in price, okay, but of volume and time interacting with price as a whole. Okay, price is just an advertising mechanism. Volume is the measure of trade. It is infinitely more powerful than what price can tell you or can show you. Okay, a lot of people, when they look at charts, they tend to weigh price above everything else, and that belief, okay, seems to be out over there, that all prices are equal. Okay, at VTrender, it's our core belief that not all prices are equal. Every price has its own unique characteristics. Okay, and we have to, okay, trade off volume, not price. Okay, and when you put something like a VWAP or the highest point traded on a chart, you get a lot more information about what the chart is doing it. Okay, overall, okay, we try to organize the chart data as an interplay between buyers and sellers, between demand and supply, right? So for the month of April, we knew, okay, that there was a buyer in control, and we knew that because price traded above VWAP, which was around 10419, and if you look at my charts and my evening posts, I have made it a point, okay, from the start of the series to talk to you about where these levels are. In fact, this is the daily evening report which we post, and I mark out, okay, some zones over here, and the monthly zones, okay, mentioned over here. The VWAP of April series is 10419 spot, POC is 10556. Where do you think the low of the current series is of May? Where did it stop last week? 10417. Yeah, that is the exact low printed of April series or of May series on the spot, and it stopped here because that place was important, because it had to be at a point where buyers and sellers had agreed on a fair price for the month, and that fair price was 10419, with the buyer being more in control for that month. Okay, also on this April chart, besides knowing that VWAP was 10419, we also know that this particular zone around 10555, okay, was the zone where the largest volume was traded. Of course, this came in the last 2-3 days of the series, but the entire rollover transactions had happened around 10555. Okay, and if you can look at this chart, when we started off this May series, we auctioned above this high volume point. Okay, we auctioned above this high volume point. We closed that series over here, we opened up over here, and we continuously stayed above the high volume point till last week. Okay, when we actually broke lower and went to that support. Okay, but if you look at this chart over here of the entire May series, what you can immediately note is this particular thing over here is excess. Okay, this is a rejection. Same thing as here, which is February, and then, okay, Jan has also got a small tail over here. So it's telling us, okay, that as the market is moving higher, okay, there isn't much demand on the higher prices. Okay, so this is the monthly profile, and again, okay, the point to note over here, the highest volume traded for the series of May is around 10720. Okay, and we are below last month's closing price, so it's gonna be suspect. Okay, the auction of May, it's been dominated by sellers till we are gonna be below this 10720 zone. Okay, the month of April was dominated by buyers, but sellers have responded at these prices around 10.9 around that May 12-13 election day period, and the market is now in control of sellers as long as price stays below 10720. Okay, so this is the monthly chart, and here we have the weekly profile. Okay, so again, the importance of this zone can be highlighted from this point over here. This was 10730. This is from where the breakdown happened last month, that long liquidation play. All those buyers of April had to relinquish here around 10730, and the market, okay, subsequently went 300 points lower to last week's lows, 10420. But the importance of this point can be stressed, okay, from these volume POCs which are here around 10 720 740. These were all these late buyers who came in at the end of April and the first week of May, and they could not, okay, get more demand above this level, and they had to give up their positions when price, okay, dipped below 10 730. Okay, so this is where we are close, and our view for the coming week is that the Nifty is going to struggle, okay, to get beyond 10 720. Okay, it's done a good job by coming back around 10 520, and especially, okay, that profile of Friday is a very positive profile, and as long as 10 520 holds, the buyers have a slight bit of an upper hand. Okay, but with the buyer in control in April, the seller in control in May, the market is at best sideways for the next couple of weeks. Okay, it was in control of the buyers all through April. It's now gone into control of sellers, and according to the principles of auction market theory, we're gonna be looking at a sideways range for the coming series of June. Okay, and how is that bias going to be decided? That bias is going to be decided around here. Okay, 10 720 740 zone is going to be the conflict zone for the coming series. If we get price back up over here in the coming week, I expect sellers to make a statement. I expect sellers, okay, to take a stand over here, and it's up to the buyers, okay, to defend this initial level around 10 520 where the auction, okay, could be. So it's a 200-point zone which is going to be meeting alternate rounds of buying and selling. Definitely, okay, for the duration of the coming week. That is my thesis from here. My plan, okay, is that this is going to be a 200-point range which is going to be well contested, which is going to be well fought off. Buyers lose their advantage below 10 510, in which case we revisit 10 380, where the bulk of the volume pockets are from the month of March. Okay, and if that does not hold, okay, then of course, okay, we go a lot more lower to that 10 190 10 260 zone, where that uptrend began from the last week of March. Yeah, see this profile over here. This is a plus profile, a positive profile, okay, where there was a downtrend in place, and these buyers took control and moved price higher right up to about 10 900. So this is the demand zone, 10 190 10 200 zone, roughly, okay, would be 10 190 to about roughly, okay, you can say 10 300, okay, where the move began from the 10th of April. This is going to be the zone where we expect, okay, responsive buyers to come in. Okay, for the coming week though, okay, the buyers have done an excellent job by keeping the auction above 10 510, especially on Thursday at the close and Friday at the open. Okay, and as long as they protect 10 510, we can look at an expiry about 10 500, but the seller is going to act, okay, on any price probes, okay, at around 10 637 10 660 to 720. This particular zone where we close on Friday is a neutral profile, and I just explained to you why. Okay, even if I just look back at the monthly chart, you need to be careful about taking positions over here, because this is 10 630. Okay, 10 630 was also the POC of January uptrending profile. Okay, January was also an uptrending profile. December we closed around 10 550, and then there was initial boost in the first few weeks of January. The largest concentration of volume was around 10 630. Okay, subsequently, okay, we closed higher around 10 740. But if you see the month of February, the actual breakdown happened, okay, from 10 630, okay, which created that dip in March right up to about 9945. Okay, 10 630 breakdown created that move down in February, even though the seller was acting much higher at these prices. All through March we could not get back about 10 630. April we managed to close above it, but that's why, okay, this VWAP has been protected, so the seller has not really done a good job over here, but is definitely, okay, holding some bit of a control over here. So overall, for the next few weeks at least, a balanced auction is what we should be expecting, right? So that's the Nifty outlook, not just for the coming week, for the coming few weeks also. We will take a view again when we feel okay that there is gonna be a minor change between what can happen. Okay, a quick look at the bank nifty also. Bank nifty definitely more positive than the nifty, and the reason I say that is because this particular profile of 30th April, where my cursor is right now, was a demand profile. Okay, it was a balanced profile. The market had auctioned higher the previous week and created a balance over here. Okay, the bias of the market is to be considered positive above a balanced profile, is to be considered positive above a VWAP, is to be considered positive above a value area high, right? So from this profile, there were new initiative buyers who came here. Okay, but I remember posting on Twitter, okay, a profile, okay, from 2-2. This is of course a weekly profile where you're not going to be able to make out much of it, but this particular zone, okay, has met previous selling. Okay, if you break this profile down, this is the zone, okay, from where that initiative selling had happened in the first week of February, 2nd or 3rd of Feb. Okay, and we retrace exactly to that point, and we dropped further down. So that was around 27,000, 26,980, 27,030 is where that initiative seller had happened. Yeah, that's the other thing, okay, about we at VTrender. We try to break down the volume between initiative buying, initiative selling, responsive buying, responsive selling, and anytime, okay, we see initiative buying, initiative selling, or anytime, okay, we see an initiative profile or an initiative buying profile or an initiative selling profile, we jot it down, because once that seller has initiated a trade over there, jolly well, okay, you would know, okay, that he's going to initiate a trade back again over there. And this happened in the week, the previous week. 27,000, okay, was a drop of about 2,000 odd points. Okay, from here, okay, this was about 1,400 plus. Okay, we did a few more, but it could not, okay, break down this profile. It went up to the POC of this profile where it met demand, and this week is closed higher. Okay, this seller is still here at 26,420. Okay, this was a closing price. There was some long liquidation over here, as well as some new shorts got initiated. So I doubt, okay, whether we're gonna be finding a lot more traction above 26,420 in the week ahead. Okay, I expect a dip to 24,785, 24,800 in the week to come, which is what I've mentioned, okay, in that weekly post also. Okay, I do expect that as long as we stay above that 24,600 point in the bank nifty, below this point there could be a dip, okay, coming back over here. Yeah, 26,260 is the early support, that is based on the daily profile. 2605, 25,800, okay, is where the demand, okay, should step back again, back over here. So this is the way, okay, we make our plans, the way we organize information. Okay, I've spoken to you about VWAP today. I've spoken to you about value. I've spoken to you about the POC, the point of control, or where the highest volume of trade has taken place. Okay, and this is a simple chart over here, which I look at, okay, at the end of the session every day, and it's a simple VWAP chart with the price candlesticks, and you would see over here the VWAP of last week was 10,527. The VWAP of Friday's trade was here, but see, this is what I'm talking about, this 10,760 zone. The VWAP of the year, that is 2018, has been 10,650. The VWAP of this quarter is around 10,665, and the VWAP of this month is this price over here in green, right? So this is going to be that conflict zone, okay, we're going to be keeping a keen eye on as to what kind of resolution is there. But overall, I doubt, okay, whether the market is going to be moving either side of these levels decisively over the next few weeks. Right, guys, that's me. If you have any questions, okay, do post it to us, and subscribe to the channel if you want more updates over YouTube. Thank you for listening in.